Hey everyone, Superior, just doing a little update video for Combiner Wars stuff. I figured out how to use the remaining members. If you get, you know how in Combiner Wars we've got the Stunticons and the Aerial Bots, and we get one figure that's a new figure to the team that wasn't there before. Now we've got Hasbro went and separately made those figures to, so we've got Off-Road and Alpha Bravo, and then you can buy Quick Slinger and Breakneck to replace them so that you have a more G1 figure, but then you have a figure left over. So I figured out how to make weapon modes out of them, target masters, so to speak. And the idea came to me. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about the G1 Seacons, where you have 6 members and you've got 1 member that can be held as a weapon. So with that in mind, I set out to try to figure out how I could do that. So while I still have the light, let me bring in the first of the two. We have Superion, and I will be reviewing his arm. Quick little review, probably tomorrow. But you can see he's got Alpha Bravo, and Alpha Bravo is being held sort of as a double-handed rifle of sorts. He's got the Gatling gun in the beginning. I'm not sure if you can do that with any of the other figures, but it works with him. The only thing is it doesn't quite work with the stock hands. So I have the Perfect Effect long fingers. They work perfectly. You cannot get them to hold the Alpha Bravo gun with just one hand. It has to be both hands. But at least you can do that. So hopefully that's coming out. I really can't tell, to be honest with you, but and then if you wanted to, you could turn these bits around and just add more guns. So I'll just show you. Come on. The configuration, you just take the fist weapon and stick the thumb down, and that can be used as a separate handle to hold it. And you've got the component peg as the first handle, and you just kind of flip these bits the way you want it to. Originally I was going to have him hold Alpha Bravo by this piece here, but it wasn't stable enough. And you can see the way the fingers are set. So yeah, we just rest it there, and it works. It works. It'll come right out if you flip it over, but like this, it works. So you've got usage for your extra guy. So you just need to have a third-party set of hands to make this work. Now, you can do sort of the same thing, but not quite with the Stunticon set. And this might be a little not safe for work, maybe, depending on, or not safe for whatever. Depends on your job and your sensibilities. So here we go, bringing him out. And woo! He's a little front heavy because he's got a hole, what would have been a limb on the front. So I'm just going to lean him up over here. You can get him to stand, but basically, if you have not noticed, he has, let's move this guy over, Off-Road coming out of basically his crotch as a gun, or something a little more phallic. And it was this was the only way I can get him. He wouldn't hold Off-Road any other way. I wonder if I can close this up. Oh shoot, I can close the chest up. So that makes it even weirder. So yeah, so there is Menasor with a giant robotic appendage coming out of his junk. And yeah, you can see you got all the bits tucked in there, and really the only way it's really hooked up is honestly through the chest. You take, I'm gonna take them apart. This is it's a pain in the butt to put together, but I just want to show you the configuration. Let's pull it apart. Split the legs, and you notice white things dropping because of the combiner ports. The only way to get anything to stay on there is to wedge paper in there. So basically you've got off-road basically in this configuration, where he's transformed, his bottom half is transformed into a car. You take the combiner port and the head, you face it up, you face the arms up like so, and then this in the back, and then you just plug this into the combiner ports in the chest. Yeah, where you stick blackjack, and you're going to want to put something there to keep him firmly on there, like little bits of paper. And this part here goes in between Menasor's legs, and then you can close the chest cavity around the hand. So this is a pain in the butt to do, especially when you've got everybody combined, but I'm going to try to do it on camera. I also have the sunlight going away, so I don't know how well this is going to show up. But let's go ahead and tilt this down. So you've got your Menasor like so. You've got your flap. You want your groin flap to be sticking up like this, and then you're going to take him. You're going to take your little pieces of paper, unless I think I'm going to be ordering the fake Busker replacement thing for the blackjack. So you're going to take the hands face down like so. Make sure you've got the paper wedged there, and well, actually thread his arms between the crotch plate and the crotch. That's the first thing. And then you can put the card piece in between his legs, and that'll rest there. And then take the paper and put it over the peg and over the hole of the hands, and try to line it up as best as you can, which will work better when you're not trying to do it on camera like I am. And then you're going to do the same with the other hand. And really that's all you're doing. Once you got it into the configuration, it's not anything fancy, it's just lining it up, hanging it on, and you can close this up and then put the arms however you want to put them. I generally have them up like so. Oh, you can't see because I gotta raise up the camera, and I gotta fix this up. Okay, come on. Alright. And fix up the camera. And if it's getting too dark, I apologize. But anyway, so you can see, and you got your Menasor with a giant phallic gun. And if you want to, you can just put blackjack on top if you want to, just because you can. There's really nothing you can do with blackjack once you've got this configuration going. Maybe you can use the pegs. I don't know. Actually, I really don't know what else you could do with this guy, but not important. You've got your Menasor. And where did Superion go? Up on behind me, didn't I? It's always a good thing to do is to take your robots that you're trying to show off and put them where you can't see them. So then Get them to stand. And there you go. You've got new, albeit slightly offensive or inappropriate weapons for your Combiner Wars figures. Yeah. So I'm iced up. Thanks for watching this video. I know it's ridiculous, but I got extra figures. I got to figure out what to do with them. I can't just have them to the side. So I wonder what I'm going to do with Rook. That's a big mofo.